Hello students, we are doing the chapter number 2 of accountancy, that is basic accounting terms, and some of the terms we have discussed already in the online class and previous video. In this video also we will discuss some of the terms. The next term is bills receivable. The trade receivable. Trade receivable refers to the amount receivable on account of sale of goods or services rendered by the company in the normal course of business. Means the amount to be received. Trade receivable means the amount to be received from those who have to whom we have sold the goods on credit. Trade receivable includes two things: debtor and bills payable. Bills payable. Let us discuss the debtors now. Let us discuss the debtors now. The term debtors represent those persons or firms to whom goods have been sold on credit and the payment has not been received from them. They still owe some amount to the business. For example, if goods worth rupees 1 lakh have been sold to X on credit, and he will continue to remain the debtor of the business so long as he does not make the full payment to us. Means debtors are those persons or parties who purchases the goods on credit from our business. They have to pay us the amount due to them. Debtors comes under the asset, and these are of current nature, so these come under the current assets. Debtors are the current assets. Now next, bills receivables. Bills receivable यहाँ भी debtors and bills receivable. So debtors we discussed, now bills receivable. Debtors and bills receivable. So bills receivables, a bill of exchange becomes bill receivable for the person who draws it and gets it back after its acceptance from the drawee. Thus bill receivable is an accounting term for bills of exchange drawn on the debtor or receivable by the way of endorsement from them. The amount specified in such bill is receivable at the future date. In other words, we can say when we sell the goods on credit and for 2 or 3 months, and for that period, as an guarantee, we take a bill from the person to whom we have sell the goods. These bills are called bill receivable. These are the current assets. These are included in the trade receivables. Okay. Now the next thing we will discuss, that is trade payables. Trade payables. Trade payables is the amount payable to the account of goods purchased in the normal course of business. Means when we purchase the goods on credit from some parties for our business, then and we are liable to pay the amount to them, so those parties come under the trade payables. When we owe some amount to outsiders because of purchasing the goods on credit, purchasing the raw material on credit for own business, then Those parties to whom we have to make the payment, those parties are called the trade payables. Trade payables include two things. Number one, creditors, and number two, bills payables. Let us discuss these one by one. Creditors. The term creditors represent those persons or firms from whom we have purchased the goods or we have purchased the raw material on credit, and we have to pay the amount to them. For example, we have purchased the raw material of rupees 2 lakhs from XYZ firm, then and we have not paid the amount so far, then XYZ firm is our creditor. Second one, bills payables. Bills payables. A bill of exchange becomes bills payable for the person who accept it. Means when we have purchased the goods on credit, in short term we can I'll make you understand, because when the chapter bills of exchange we will discuss, then in a better way we can understand this. But till so far I'll make you understand in the normal simple meaning, that when we purchase the goods on credit from our creditors, then on a guarantee, like we purchase the goods on credit for 3 or 2 months, then as in guarantee that we shall be making the payment, we accept a bill, we write a bill, we put our signature, and we'll give it to the our creditors as in guarantee that we shall be making the payment after 3 months. Then that bill is bill payable for us. It is a liability, current liability. Okay. Now, discount. Next is discount. Discount is either an allowance offered by the seller of goods out of the selling price of goods, or a deduction from making prompt payment. It is of two types: trade discount and cash discount. Trade discount. Let us discuss the trade discount. When discount is allowed by a seller to its customer at a fixed percentage on the list of catalog price of the good, it is called trade discount. It is not recorded in the books of accounts, as it is deducted in the invoice or cash memo itself from the gross value of the asset, gross value of the goods. Uh, Next is cash discount. Means cash discount. Trade discount is generally given on the goods purchased in a bulk, in a large quantity. Some discount is given to the purchaser, that is called trade discount. Now next is cash discount. Cash discount is given to the purchaser on prompt payment. If the quickly payment is done by the customer, then some discount is thrown by the businessman, that is called cash discount. It is shown in the books of account also. When discount, so once again, cash discount is when discount is allowed to customer for making prompt payment. It is called cash discount. For example, a seller allows 2% discount for payments within a week. It will be called a cash discount. It is always recorded in the books of accounts. Okay. Next, goods and services tax. Goods and services tax. All direct taxes like excise duty, sales tax, value added tax, service tax have been merged into a single tax known as GST, that is goods and services tax. GST is paid at the time of purchase and GST is collected at the time of sales. Next, capital receipts and revenue receipts. Capital receipts. Capital receipts. Capital receipts are shown in the balance sheet either as increase in the liabilities or as a reduction of the value of assets. For example, amount received from sale of fixed asset or investment is capital receipt. Capital contribution contributed by proprietor, partners, or money obtained from issue of shares and debentures in case of company. Amount received by way of loans. All these are capital receipts. Now revenue receipts. Revenue receipts. Any expenditure, the full benefit of which is received during the accounting period is termed as revenue. Revenue receipt means the receipt received through the normal operation of the business. For example, money obtained from sale of goods, commission and fees received for services rendered, interest and dividend received on investment. So all these are the examples of revenue receipts. So in this video we will discuss we discussed the trade receivables, bills, there's trade payables, discount and capital receipts and revenue receipts. Okay students, thank you.